Hey guys, and welcome to another challenge run. My name is Dadman, but you already know that, and today we're playing Dishonored. So, there have been challenge runs of this game for not getting detected and never killing anyone. The non-lethal route is generally considered more of a challenge, especially as a non-lethal ghost run. Hell, there is a speedrun category especially for non-lethal ghost. There have been no power runs, there have been runs only using one specific weapon, and I personally even did one without any weapons at all. Check that out in the iCard on the top right and the description down below. However, I have not seen anyone go the route of basically becoming a complete psychopath, literally sending off every possible NPC into the afterlife. Maybe that's because the sheer idea of such a run borders insanity, but hey, if a certain video doesn't exist, somebody's bound to make it eventually, so that someone might as well be me. Now I'm like 99% sure YouTube will demonetize this video for excessive violence, since they basically did the same thing for my Surgeon Simulator VR without medical tools run, but hey, whatever. I think it's entertaining to play a game in an absolutely unintended and completely counterintuitive way. If I didn't enjoy that, I wouldn't be making challenge videos after all. Either way, there isn't much of any rules to go over in this run, seeing as it's not really a challenge by restriction and more of a challenge by sheer amount. You know, kind of similar to a catch-em-all run in Pokemon. Not restrictive at all, but holy crap, are there a lot of them. So the simple breakdown is: if it is possible within the game to take out an NPC without the game producing a game over, I need to somehow make that NPC die. This includes every single NPC that ends up increasing the post-mission screen kill count, so all enemies, neutral NPCs, and Weepers. Official count will be the post-mission screen, except for intermissions where we will count manually. As far as I know, the Weepers in the basement are the only ones we need to do that way, but we'll see. Animals of any kind do not count towards the total, they don't count for the kill count in the post-mission screen. Also, I'd literally have like unlimited amounts of rats to kill. Glitches and exploits will also be explicitly allowed, as I just have more fun playing this game that way, and it doesn't really change the amount of kills in the end. So let's go. We can simply skip past the initial cutscene, deliver the letter, and despawn the assassins, seeing as they aren't actually killable anyway since they just blink away. So we can basically just speedrun this part and save some time. So onwards to the first actual part of the game, Coldridge Prison. Now, here we get to kill the guards, obviously. Usually I'd skip the prison cause it's so easy to skip, and I really like the speedrun strat for this, but we want to get a high kill count, not the fastest time today. However, there is one little problem here. Once you detonate the bomb to open the gate, the guards will just keep spawning endlessly, no matter how often you kill them. So, while I could basically get my kill count to infinity here, if I manage to not take damage throughout this, which is hardly possible, I can't really say these can count towards the total. Also, they do not increase the kill count on the post-mission screen after they've died once and respawned. After trying to make the game stop spawning guards until I eventually died 4 times, I just stopped trying and jumped off the bridge as intended. The guards on the sidelines are also kinda out of range with just a handgun, as you probably see. I definitely don't have enough shots to make these die. So, these are the lucky few that will not end up dead in the end of this. I'm pretty sure all other maps can basically be depopulated completely with enough effort, so let's go on to the sewers. Here we don't go the out of bounds route this time, as we'll need our weapons. We do watch 2 guards get eaten by rats, but that's not our fault, so those don't count towards the kill count. We then get our equipment and get to the 4 guards at the end. We drop assassinate the first. I'm so sorry. Also drop Assassinate the Second and take out the two that neither saw nor heard us, even though we were in plain sight, making killing noises with the crossbow. Then we have Samuel take us to the Hound Pit, and we can add a total of 16 kills to the count. In the intermission, where we meet Havelock, Pendleton, Piero, and the Outsider, we do not get to kill anyone, so after buying as much stuff as we possibly could, so we don't accidentally run out of ways to kill, we go off to the first real mission. We arrive at the entrance to Clavering Boulevard and start taking out people right away. We take out the trash on the bridge, rewire a wall of light, make sure to meet Granny Rags not only for all 3 runes, but also to take out 3 more people in front of her home. We can't actually kill her yet, so that will have to wait. We also get rid of the 2 guys in front of this guy's hideout. We then proceed to buy blueprints from him and then also kill him because we can without consequence. Then the House of Galvani has a bunch of people in it, and also the rat guts we need to poison Slackjaw's fake elixir. We take out the rest of the guards, one of which is intelligent enough to realize I've rewired the wall of light, so I drop on him instead. Next is the Bottle Street Gang. We clean house in their hideout and poison their stuff. In terms of upgrades so far, I went for Agility 1, Vitality 1, and Bloodthirst 1. Seems to be the most useful stuff. We will eventually get Blink and Agility 2, as well as Spend Time probably, but we'll see when we get enough runes. Onward to Holger Square. We rescue Martin, get into the meeting room speedrun style, and poison both, cause that's the highest possible amount of kills. We then take out every living soul around the facility, including in the kennels, where we almost end up as dog food. Onwards to the backyard and make sure to kill these guys, we don't want to accidentally miss one. We use the stupid amount of sleep darts we found throughout the game so far to put the dogs to sleep, since we don't need to kill them, and kill every overseer we find. Lastly, we use Samuel's head as a cushion and end the mission with 85 hostiles and 7 neutrals killed. That brings the grand total to 108. Sam takes us back to the Hound Pit, where we go to sleep. The next morning, we would usually talk to Havelock about the Weepers under the pub, but since there is no real need to and we can just speedrun this part, we go for the speedrun route. I grab the key through the door. Wait. I definitely grabbed that key, right? Why can I not open the door? Okay, so let's just slip clip through the door instead. Yep, the key is definitely gone. What the fuck? Anyway, we kill the 2 Weepers, and since those don't count on any end screen, we'll manually add 2 to our total, bringing us to 110. We upgrade to Blink 2 and get Bend Time, and then we slip clip back since we still don't have the key, and go talk to Havelock and Pendleton about the Golden Cat. And therefore, our next targets. Pendleton's brothers. This is gonna be fun. This map has tons of enemies. So we get off at the same spot as the first mission and rewire the watchtower to take out any guards around. Then we take to the back streets, kill Slackjaw's men, take out 3 of Dowd's assassins, and go obliterate the entire Slackjaw gang, including Slackjaw himself. Then to Clavering Boulevard and take out a few guards inside Galvani's office, then the guards outside, and we get the key to the art dealer's place from a civilian in the back alley. Then we kill the guys inside the art dealer's place, and the guys outside respawn. We then go on to the Golden Cat. Here we got a few guards outside, then the old lady who runs the place, Pendleton 1, all the guards inside, and all the girls working there, including the one upstairs next to Emily's room. Emily runs downstairs, we go cook ourselves a second Pendleton, and finally we leave through the back door and kill the guards that respawn a 3rd time before going back with Sam and Emily with the end screen telling us we got 86 enemies and 16 civilians. That is 102 kills, bringing us to a total of 212. Back at the Hound Pits, Emily gets taken care of by Callista and Havelock thanks us. I always found it weird that Corvo is the only character in this scene to not have a shadow. I mean, he is literally just a floating pair of arms from an in-game model standpoint, but still. We get our next mission of kidnapping Sokolov and gear up at Piero's shop. Then it's off to Coldwind Bridge. We arrive at the bridge, take out the guards around the entrance, make sure to get everything around the back as well, including a Weeper, and move to the actual bridge section. Here we have some Spring Razor fun, snag a rune from a locked safe, the NPCs start killing each other for a bit, and we get onto the bridge speedrun style. Cause I legit don't know any better way. Also, did you know you can see Sam driving the boat over from where he brought you once you disable the lights? We then use a pistol for sniping, rewire some off-brand Tesla coils from Command & Conquer, and make sure to get the two guys in the side building so everyone ends up dead before we move on to the next part. And here we go for the captured civilians first, so we don't forget about them. And also the guards that are in front of that, since they're the most out of the way ones. Then into Sokolov's place, get the music man to make sure we don't get our powers disabled, and then work our way up all the way to Sokolov. We also get bend time too, and the ability to see people through walls on the way. Sleep dart Sokolov, cause we need him alive, kill the guinea pig in the cell, make sure to kill everyone around, and get Sokolov down to the boat. Then we also make sure to kill the respawned guards just in case, and take the boat back. Mission end screen tells us that was 62 enemies and 7 civilians, so 69 kills. Nice. That brings our grand total to 281. So after quickly getting Sokolov to talk, we're off to the Boyle party. We take out everything on the streets, cause I don't want to deal with this once I already crashed the party. After that we go on to custom bullet time 3 people outside the mansion, show the guard our invite,
Clefairy is not shiny ants. Tapu Lele is not shiny unfortunately.
and go duel Lord Shaw. Then we get up the balcony and inside. One Boyle is right there, so we get her, clear out the upper part of the mansion, go down and start a panic. After getting rid of all guards, we go through to take care of all guests and the other 2 Boyles. Also the kitchen gets done and we get some stuff from the safe in the cellar, cause it's not like anyone is still there who'd need it. Then we take care of the rest in the yard and leave with Sam. According to the mission end screen, we had 43 enemies and 26 civilians die this time. That's 69 in total again. Nice! And with that we are at 350 kills. So we quickly talk to Pendleton at Havelock and then go right on to Dunwall Tower to kill the Lord Regent. Also to kill everyone else in the general vicinity. So we take the elevator up the side of the building, take out the guards in the shipyard, have a showdown with a tall boy, hack a guard tower to make sure everything around gets blown up, and then get in. We take out guard after guard and one overseer along with his dog, get down to the cellar to get the torture master and clean out any civilians in here. Then we go to the top, get the guards, including the tall boy, sleep dart the Lord Regent, hack the Wall of Light, get the overseers and throw the Lord Regent into the Wall of Light. And with that, we're done here. Everybody spawning back in doesn't count anyways, so we get back to Sam and leave. Mission end screen says 58 enemies and 6 civilians this time, that's 64 kills, bringing the total to 414. So here we go with the story twist, Havelock and the others poison Corvo, and Sam ships us out to the flooded district, where Dowd finds us. Takes our weapons, and we get thrown in a hole. We blink out of the hole, take a sword that's been conveniently placed there, and start killing assassins on our way over to our equipment. We take out a few Weepers, get our stuff, and go back the way we came in, since there is 2 more assassins on the speedrun route we didn't take. Then we get to the part with Dowd's hideout, we kill all of his guys, and finally Dowd himself. Onwards to the next part and get some Weepers, Spring Razor some dudes, get 2 tall boys, make sure to clean up the back alleys, bomb the last tall boys, and go on to the last part before arriving back in the Hound Pits. So, a bunch of Weepers are our first target, then there is the sewer, in which we go find Granny Rags by blinking through this part, burn her Horcrux and kill her. Then we go through the entire sewer area, take out all Weepers, and finally we arrive at the door to the Hound Pits. The mission end screen says 82 enemies and 4 civilians can be added to the count, so a total of 86, making us reach a nice round 500. So on our way into the Hound Pits, we take out this lady who unfortunately for her does not trigger a game over anymore at this point, and get to Piero and Sokolov, who tell us about their new and improved Tesla coil ripoff. That will either make everyone on the map go unconscious or make them fall to a pile of ash. Looking at the title of this video, you can think for yourself what is going to happen. We take out 2 guards ourselves to get the plans for Piero, and then with one fell swoop get rid of every enemy on the map. We then also end Piero and Sokolov because we can, and take Sam's boat to the final map, King Sparrow Island. All in all, those were 19 dead enemies and 3 of our former allies, so that sums up to 522 kills so far. Next we land on King Sparrow Island, with Sam practically throwing us out of the boat verbally and us throwing him out literally. We then hack a guard tower to kill everything in its sights, get a Tesla coil on our side to fry up some guards and overseers, and then get Overseer Martin dealt with some spring razor on a bottle contraption. Then we fight all guards and overseers running at us, who have no chance cause the music players were already taken out with the crossbow. Then we get Pendleton and a few more guards and clear the way to the elevator by hacking one last Tower of Light. And then go up to the top. There we choke a dude so he falls into the abyss, stop time to kill the remaining guards, and go up to the top of the tower, where we baseball slide into Havelock and Emily, knocking them both off. Emily hangs on for a bit, but we don't need to save her to finish this run, so I'll take the extra kill and end the mission with 73 enemies killed and 1 civilian, which is obviously Emily. That's the last 74 kills, making the absolute total 596 killed NPCs. And with that, we get the absolute chaos ending of Dishonored, and Corvo is legit the last man alive. The Outsider seems to have enjoyed this run, judging by the monologue in the final cutscene, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an upload, and check out the other runs I did. Playlist is linked in the description and the upcoming end card. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So we do watch 2 guards get eaten by 2 rats. By 2 rats, yeah. It's just 2 giant rats eating the guards.